Welcome back to InteSoul Leadership, where we talk about leadership, everything that supports leaders, how they can make sure that leaders are growing and being the best that they can, because it's my goal. Yes, you've heard this before. It's my goal to touch 1 million leaders so that leaders look different, sound different, and leave people feeling different. And when I say look different, I don't necessarily mean that if you're a leader and you should look somebody different than you. I'm just saying our whole demeanor and our whole approach, the whole energy that we bring forth will make us look different to the team when we create more positivity around us, when we really adapt and believe in the people who we're serving and the people we're leading and the committed to the services and products that we're bringing forth to the marketplace. As leaders, when we think that way and that's our mindset, we're going to look different. I'm telling you, you can believe me. We're going to look different. People are going to feel different. We're going to sound different because we're not going to come in with that whole drone. We're just not going to make it, or let's just get it done. That really just, no, days are over for that. We need to find the hope and the energy in what we're doing so that others can catch on to it. And we send a wave of great authenticity and great hope throughout our teams, our organizations, and our marketplaces. It's just that simple. We need to believe in what we're doing so that others can believe in what we're doing. And then our clients and customers believe that what we're doing is going to make a difference for them. Yes. So today I wanted to talk about think big. Think big. Now, here, what do I mean by think big? I believe that sometimes we restrict how far we can go, the changes that we can make, the collaborations we can have because we're thinking small. Another reason is because we are remembering the last time we tried it and it didn't work. Or we've never done it before and we're allowing fear to get in the way. Or we've never seen it done before. So will this work? Will it cost us more money than it's worth and it will fail? There's nothing worse than having an idea and never acting on it because we were fearful. We didn't think it would work. We think we're supposed to be in this space and don't go any further. But even most importantly, we don't believe in the capacity, the talent, the gifts, the knowledge of the people around us. Because it's not just about us doing it. If we could do something ourselves, then I can tell you you're thinking too small. I can guarantee that if that next move that you're trying to do and you're thinking, oh, it's just too big for me, I got too much on my plate, I can't do it, you are thinking too small. Because we should think about how we can include our teams or build teams to help us. Because it's when we have the summation of the greatness in each of us that we're going to have something phenomenal come out of that effort. So think big, think big, think big, think big. Yes, think as big as you can go. And then fill in the gap. And you fill in the gaps by looking at the talent around you. Who do you have already in your circle, on your teams? Or if you are a leadership, an individual contributor, an entrepreneur, and you're starting and you're like, I need people to help me. When you define the greater of what you wanted to achieve, then you'll know who I need, when and where and at what time. Can I share with you as a person of faith that I believe that my prayer is being answered by God himself when I ask him to help me to be in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing in the right way with the right people. It's been many years since I was actually sitting in church and that statement came to me. I can remember it like it was yesterday. I was sitting on the second row. We were just in the beginning of service and I heard do the right thing for the right reasons in the right way with the right people. And at the right time. And I can tell you that a couple of those came to me even after. So you know how God gives you a little bit and then he adds on to it. But I knew that that's something that he wanted me to hold on to. Because if I remember that, then I'm always going to give it my best, but also allow other people to contribute their best to what I'm building. And sometimes we're thinking so small, like it might cost us too much. You don't know until you ask. You don't know, there's no reason for resources to come to you, for finances to come to you if you're not going to spend them. There's no reason for resources to come to you if you're not going to use them. So why would you be surrounded around people with great talent and great ideas and have them cross your path if you're just going to ignore them or think that's not for me, it's for somebody else? And when you're a leader and you have a team, and you think about the people only in the role that you hired them for, can I tell you, please listen to me with your heart, that you are not utilizing those people to the fullest capacity. Everybody is multifaceted. And just because you hired them in the role, which may be their strength, it may not be. They just may, everything that I can do doesn't mean I'm supposed to do it. But they may have had enough experience in that they need, and they needed a position, and you had that position open. And so there they are doing a really great job for you in that position. But that's all you think about when you think about that. When inside of that individual, hear me, inside of that individual, maybe something even greater, more experiences that they've had, more knowledge that they had, that they really want to release and utilize in their life. And it could be the very thing you need for the next project or the next release of a new product, or some changing and revamping of your workflow or your processes or your procedure. That individual that you only see in the role that you hired them may have the answer. So when we talk about think big, it's about not just your ideas or what you want to bring forth in the organization, but think big about the people you have around you. Get to know the people you have on your team beyond just what they're for you to do. It's when we learn them and we give people space to either collaborate in different environments or different projects or different efforts that we learn, man, they're really good at that. And they really could really help us right now over here, more so over here. Are you recognizing the greatness, the phenomenal people that you have around you, the gifts you have in the room? Are you recognizing them? Recognizing, acknowledging, and utilizing them are three different things. But you don't know what you have until you open the treasure box. You don't know what's in the gift until you unwrap the present. And you spend time learning your team, finding out where they want to grow, what they want to learn, where they want more experience. You don't find that out until you ask. I have a value map and a value resume that I offer to people as a freebie, so that they can, one, see their value resume, and then they can utilize it with their teams and then do a value mapping. If you would like to receive the value resume and the value mapping exercise, you can reach out to me at vision2, that's TO reality, at DestinySpeak.com. I'm happy to share it. It's been a phenomenal tool, an excellent tool that leaders have found that gives them a different lens of how to see their folks. It's about talent optimization, right? How do I optimize the talent that I have around me? Because when we talk about, and I train and teach leaders the principles of Agile change leadership. So I do it through speaking engagements, I do it through workshops, I do it through coaching of individual leaders and their leadership teams, senior leaders and their leadership teams. I do it through leaders and their teams. I do it one-on-one coaching. When we learn to optimize the gifts and talents in the room, then we can be agile in how we successfully move through the efforts that we have in front of us, the assignments. So what I mean is, there may be somebody who's really talented from a team rallying perspective, inspirational, having to be able to get the team moving in a certain direction, having them to start that thought process, those engines moving in their mind. There could be somebody who's just got that charisma. And then there could be somebody who has a very compliance mindset that's going to make sure that every I is dotted and every T is crossed. And these are just examples of skill sets that are sometimes hidden in individuals who are not in roles that are specific to those skills. I hope this is coming across. There are skill sets and talent that's sitting in people that are not in those roles. You may need to be able to advocate for more resources or advocate that we go this direction to be able to gain greater market share or to be able to support another area within our organization. And you have somebody on your team that can really sell. Not in a sales position, but they have the ability to grab people's attention and sell. Those are the types of things we need to look for in our team members and the people who we're leading, so that we optimize what the results we're trying to go after, that optimize the outcome by optimizing our talent. As I mentioned, I have resources. I have books that I've written, international best-selling author. My latest book is a 30-day journal called Unlocking Your Leadership Potential. It focuses on vision performance, authentic communication, empowering yourself and your team, and adaptive resilience. You can find my resources on my website. You can also connect with me to come speak or conduct workshops for you and your leadership teams. All of that's available on my website, or reach out to me via email through vision2reality@destinyspeak.com, or call 860-602-8879. Connect with me on LinkedIn. I have a newsletter that I publish, and the response has been phenomenal. I'm just so grateful for how people are responding to the information that I'm putting out. And actually, most recently, I put out a newsletter article edition around talking about breaking the barriers of marginalized and underrepresented mindset, because we've taken a concept that we absolutely needed to address, where we have people in our organizations that are being marginalized and underrepresented, but then we've given that label to people. And we have a tendency in our society that when we find a problem or issue, we then label people with that issue, which only causes even more segregation and more demeaning people and giving people less value, a view or an idea of less value, because we found that, they fall into this situation, but it does not speak to the talent or the giftings in that person. It just, as we have had poor behavior in our organization or how we treat people, that we found that we have these people that fit in this group, and now we got to give them that label. We have to do better. So think big. Think big about your vision. Think big about your goals. Think big about the people you have around you and where they can go and how they can help you get there to where you want to go, your outcome, your results. That's what my Victor framework is all about. Vision, innovation, collaboration, transformation, ownership, and resilience. That's the Victor framework. And that's what I teach. That's what I bring forth in all of the work that I do. And when I'm speaking, I'm talking from those 5 pillars of Victor. We want to create victors, Victor mentality, Victor framework. It's my pleasure to be with you. And I'm asking you who is listening to subscribe and share this YouTube, my channel, so that we can grow and reach that 1 million leaders across the globe. Have a great day.